Hello, Efraín. ¿Cómo está? How are you? All right, hello everyone and welcome. Welcome everyone. Happy Thursday. We're almost there for the weekend. Yes. Hello. All right, so for those that do not know me, well, welcome to my channel. My name is Rosita. I am a vocal and language coach, meaning not only do I teach people how to speak in different languages, I also teach people how to sing in them as well. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about 5 routines. Yes, 5 routines for rapid vocal growth. And this applies to both singing and speaking. Now, the way that we can do this is by fixing up our daily habits, my friends. Now, here's a question for you guys. And answer honestly. Okay? Honestly now. How many of you guys get the proper amount of sleep? I know, not me either. How many of you guys, I'm doing well, thank you, Efrain. How about exercises? Do you guys warm up every day? I know the answers for some of you. 4? 4? Híjole. 4 hours of sleep? No, gracias. All right, so I'm going to give you guys 5 tips, or rather 5 routines that will help you rapidly improve your vocal growth. So, who is ready? Who is ready? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué estás sorry, Efraín? Are you sorry that you don't practice your singing lessons? Is that it? Yes, Efraín, what is your question? And actually, speaking of questions, if you guys do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can write them down in the chat or in the comments below. I do read the comments. Now, as he's typing the question, please have a notebook and pencil ready because these are going to be great tips. La ansiedad, the anxiety is killing me. All right, probably still typing. All right, so let's go over number 1. And I'm going to be writing these tips into the live chat. So if you guys are watching this outside, if you guys are watching this after this live stream, please be sure to take a look at the chat. Okay? Canto, okay. Dime. ¿Cuál es su pregunta? Te canto. Si yo voy a cantar una canción de encanto, pues esa es otra historia. Get it? Canto, encanto. Brutes. Okay. This is why I'm a teacher and not a comedian. Entonces, no. No sabes de la película Encanto. Era una broma, vos. ¿Cuál es su pregunta? You can't leave a teacher hanging when you say, I have a question. And they're like, no. And then now that just leaves us even more curious. You're killing me, dude. I already have anxiety issues. Okay. Oh, I just realized that. Oh, yo sé por qué. There we go. All right. So, 1. The best thing to do is to quit la clase de hoy es de canto. Sí, singing the basics. Es una clase de canto. Y también de hablar. Good afternoon, Annalise. 1, quit over singing. Okay. So what do I mean by over singing? You know what? There is such a thing of over practicing. And there's a thing when we over practice, we are practicing the wrong technique. Yes, we vocal trainers, we do ask of you guys to practice. But there are going to be times, unfortunately, in where vocal trainers will not tell you what to practice or how to practice. There's a misconception in where people believe in when they practice singing is they're just singing the song over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Singing the song, guys, is only part of the practice. Practice includes warming up and doing vocal exercises. Yeah, so the whole lip trill thing, the or the ma me mi mo mu, ma me mi mo mu, or Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Or the whole yeah 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 yeah. These are just examples of warm-ups and exercises that we do. And whenever we do these warm-ups and exercises, we're also working on our breathing technique. So it's not just solely of singing the song. But let me go back to the original topic of practicing too much. There's also a misconception that we have, since professionals are able to sing for like 3 to 5 to 6 hours a day sometimes, especially if they're giving shows like 5 to 6 days a week. Elbow bump. That is practice. No, my friends, no. I do not suggest to practice for 2 hours straight. If you are improving your voice, if you're doing a rehearsal for a concert, then yes, because you're working on different songs, you're working on harmony, you're working on different aspects that we need to do for a performance. But working on the same song for 2-3 hours, not so much. And what I'm saying may be controversial to some, and that is okay. Some will argue, and which I will actually agree if they did say this, you can work on a song for 2 to 3 hours as long as you break it down. When we break down a song and then we apply the proper technique to it, that is okay. If you have to, like, okay, I need to, so let me just quickly grab a song really fast. Let me go to my music notes. Open. Of course, the first thing that pops is Zelda. All right. Oh, this is a great song. Okay, so this is a song from Beauty and the Beast, the Broadway musical. Hello, Adil. La mame. Welcome. So, like, okay, if I wanted to do this first line here, there's been a change in me, a kind of moving on. So if we want this emoji, okay. Now, let's say that your vocal coach is telling you to sing that all in chest, right? So we're going to place our hand in our chest, spend a few moments on that line. There's been a change in me, a kind of moving on. And then the next part, you know, your coach or your trainer will say, okay, I want you to move to your chest, to transition from your chest to your middle. Okay, because we are breaking the song apart and we are trying to utilize particular techniques to sing the song properly. So I know you guys can't see this, but so if I was going, there's been a change in me, all chest, a kind of moving on. Now chest to middle. The one I used to be, I still depend upon. So there, I am transitioning from the chest to head. So if you're doing this, then yes, it is okay to work on a song for about 2 hours as long as you're practicing by small bits to apply the proper technique. But just repeating the song over and over and over and over and just hoping that the next part is going to sound fabulous without even knowing how you did it, then no. That's how you guys oversing, and that's how you guys will get vocally fatigued. All right. Number 2. This is going to go without saying. Don't, I'm going to put this in a good way. Hold on. Okay, maybe I do like nagging. Don't find an excuse to not do your warm-ups. This includes for my speakers también. Now, you know I'm being serious if I'm going Spanglish here. Vocal exercises. Vocal exercises are going to be the most effective and efficient tools for leveling up your vocal skills. So how many of you guys speak for a living? How many of you guys have to speak for a long period of time? Which includes lawyers, teachers, doctors, people who work in customer service, right? We need to warm up our voices. Again, I'm going to use this old school analogy, but it's so true and it's so repeated. Before you do the initial workout, you have to warm up your muscles. Or else, what's going to happen? We're going to get cramps. We will have more of a high risk in hurting ourselves. And I know that is something that you guys are tired of hearing. Well, guess what? We're not going to get tired in repeating this to you guys. Now, this is where I'm going to add something to this. Surprise there. This is why it's also important to have a proper vocal trainer, an experienced vocal trainer. Vocal trainer are the same as singing teachers, FYI. And they're going to tell you what you should do to properly warm up your voice based on your goals and areas of your voice that needs improvement. Why am I saying this? Please, Rosita? Please, Rosita, ¿qué? Nag you? I will nag you. Stop repeating it? No, I'm not going to stop repeating it. Is that you're told to practice this. You're told to practice the scales. But I've had a teacher a long time ago, long time ago, who would tell me, okay, practice this, that, and this, without like fully explaining them what I needed to do. How many of you guys ever experienced that? If you've ever taken a singing lesson or a vocal lesson, they tell you to practice this, that without fully explaining, or that we don't understand and what or how we should be practicing our warm-ups or exercises. That had happened to me a long time ago when I was in college. God, over 10 years ago. Anyways, and that hurt my voice to the point where I completely lost it. And I had to go through therapy, through voice therapy, just to regain my voice again. And even to this day, it's not as the same as before. So even though I'm telling you guys, don't make an excuse to not practice, to not do the warm-ups, but make sure that we understand what we have to do. Okay? When in doubt, text your teacher, email them, give them a phone call. Now, another thing too is that many singers will skip these warm-ups and exercises to loosen up the muscles and go straight to the song for their practice. Again, don't do that or you guys will end up over singing. Remember, when singing a song, it's going to use skills that you've already got, that you've learned. And vocal exercises develop those skills that you don't currently possess. Okay? All right. How many of you guys ever heard of this vocal trainer, Brett Manning? Or vocal coach, Brett Manning? I love him. Oh my goodness. He gives good content. If you don't know who he is, I highly suggest to Google him. But in one of his blogs, he mentions, if you had $1 million racehorse, would you feed it McDonald's? This leads to my third point here. Clean up, or rather, this is going to be a surprising one. Watch what you eat. What does that have to do with singing? Oh, my friends, a lot of things. A lot of things. How many of you guys have ever heard of acid reflux? Yeah? How many of you guys have ever experienced, like, when you're singing, you get all mucusy? Yeah? How many of you guys ever burped during a speech or a performance? Don't worry, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I've done that. Okay? I've done that. Well, feeding your body, I understand. I understand. We don't need that. Sorry, the ESL teacher's coming out. There we go. Okay. Feeding your body a healthy diet is going to provide so many benefits to your voice. Now, I'm not telling you to give up on your In-N-Out burgers or your Shake Shacks. I'm not telling you guys to give up all the delicious food, but don't have them every day, right? We want them in, maybe like once a week for your cheat day type of thing. Because, for an example, sorry, I just forgot what I was going to say. Hi, guys. Hi. There we go. I remember now. Thank God for outlines. Dairy products. Did you guys know if we have any form of dairy products before we sing, it's going to cause a lot of mucus? And having increased amount of mucus can impact our tone and our range. Yeah. Okay. How many of you guys like spicy foods? Where are my spice lovers now? I know, Annalise, you're not. It's okay. More spicy foods for us spice lovers. Spice is life. Yum, 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 yum. But my friends, my fellow spice lovers, it's not ideal to have some spicy foods just before you sing. Why? Even if you don't suffer from this, you will encounter a level of it. Acid reflux. Especially if we are especially if you feel like that burning sensation climbing up. And this usually happens like whenever we're transitioning from one register to another, or if we're going into a higher register, you're going to start feeling a level of acid reflux. And again, you may not suffer from it, like being medicated for it or anything like that. Everyone suffers a certain level of acid reflux. So this is why, like, having a burrito just before you're going to go to court and speak for your defendant or your plaintiff is not a good idea. Just saying. Okay? So what I tell my students is to avoid eating high sugar, high caffeinated, basically everything delicious 1 hour before you speak. Have clean foods. Yes, I'm talking about like a salad or a chicken salad. Something light. Have your water or your bubbly. That's fine. Just don't drink the full can. Okay? Or else you're going to be not singing the song or speaking your speech. You'll be burping the song or burping the speech. Okay? So, don't chug it. Just little bits is fine. It's fine because I know many people don't like water. A great alternative is to have like flavored water. Preferably not carbonated, but if you need to do bubbly, okay? Try to have some clean food an hour before you perform. 4. I know it's my pen. I'm like, 4. Protect your voice. Let's talk a little bit about vocal health, shall we? Because we talk about, you know, our physical health a lot, right? We talk about mental health, which is equally important. But isn't your vocal health also just as important? I'm just saying. And also, the mental and the vocal essentially is part of the physical health too. It impacts everything. Okay, じゃあ、待ってください。Yeah, spicy foods. Sorry, I'm just writing this down. Spicy foods, dairy products, high caffeinated can impact your voice. We want to try to avoid eating those kinds of foods within the hour before your performance or before your speech. Rosita, I want to tell you something. Told is the simple past. In another. Okay. Hi. In another class. In another class. Okay. I was like, I want to tell you something, but only in the VIP class. Not in public. No, not on YouTube. Okay. So let's talk about vocal health. I'm just teasing you, girl. I'm just teasing you. All right. Vocal health factors includes, and first and foremost, hydration. Hydration. We need to keep our vocal cords lubricated. Okay? Keeping hydrated helps reduce strain and prevent injury. Now, we cannot get hydrated from high sugar drinks like soda. We cannot get hydrated with caffeinated drinks. Trust me, I know. I love coffee. Like, even my hairdresser's like, I know you're just a coffee whore like me. Truth. That's why I'll have some kind of, like, I'll have a water or something that will hydrate me. You love soda? And even if you don't like water, have some hydrating fruits, like a tomato. Yes, a tomato is a fruit. Or pineapples or strawberries. Melons are fantastic, like watermelon. Water's in its name. Cantaloupe. Any form of melon or berries, they're fantastic in helping you hydrate. As for vegetables, cucumber can arguably also be a fruit, but that's a discussion for another time. Yes, tomatoes. These are hydrating fruits and vegetables. Celery. Celery has a high water content. By keeping hydrated is going to reduce the strain and prevent injury. And yes, I'm going to remind you, please be sure to drink at least 8 ounces of water a day. In my case, I have to drink a whole gallon because I speak all day. Yum. Okay. Also, this goes into your environment. Be mindful of your voice use. So we do want to avoid shouting. Like in loud areas, I can't hear you. What? Or whispering. Yes, we do want to avoid whispering. But what? Talking about hydration. Okay, so hay frutas y vegetales que se ayuda en hidratarse. Son hidrato. Okay. That reminds me. There we go. So I'm also making a note because one of these days I do want to talk about more in detail of the diet of singing. So thank you for reminding me that. Sorry, if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget later. Okay. Okay, tsugi wa doko? There we go. So we want to make sure whenever we speak and sing to have a normal volume if possible. If you need to amplify your voice, a megaphone, a mic, but try to avoid shouting if possible. Now, this goes without saying, avoid things that can irritate your vocal cords, like smoking. Yeah, I'm going there now. Smoking. Excessive alcohol consumption. Pollution. There's environmental irritants that can irritate our vocal cords. If you have allergies, this can, as we know, this can definitely irritate our cords as well. So whenever we deal with those, no, please. We have to do our best. And I understand that, we will not always be able to escape this or to avoid them, but we can do our best to do so. Oh, boy. Ooh, I'm just going to show you some pictures about smoking. Okay? Now, when I'm talking about alcohol, alcohol, it dehydrates you. Okay? Now, I like my wine, okay? I like my nihonshu mo. But I'm not going to drink the bottle every single day. Because alcohol dehydrates you. Your cigarettes, however, I mean, when you inhale something, right? You have these chemicals that are going in and literally, physically impacting your lungs. And also your trachea. This is why a lot of smokers, when they smoke for a while, they end up with a deeper voice. And a graspier voice as well. Okay? Now, if we shout, if we whisper, if we encounter things that will irritate our voice, not only can it cause injury, but it can impact your pitch. It can impact your inflection of your voice. And a lot of other things too. And rest. And this leads me to tip number 5. Sleep. Now, I know I should be the one to talk. I know. Prioritizing quality sleep. I know everyone is different. Some people feel great for 4 hours. Some need 10 hours. I know I need the full 8 to fully function. Even though most nights I don't get that 8. For particular reasons that's outside of work. But the current recommendation, a general recommendation, is going to be between 7 to 9 hours. Again, everyone is different. This is why I'm emphasizing on quality sleep. Our voice needs rest. It's a muscle. It's like doing like you're lifting up weights for like 4 and 5 hours. I barely can do it for 2 minutes. And my arms are like mush. No, it's tired. No. The same analogy applies to your voice as well. Dude, don't we all? Don't we all? You're not, please no, you are not alone. You are not alone, Chico. So, now, if trying to do all of this seems overwhelming, then don't do everything all at once. Because routines are habits, right? Let's focus on one habit at a time so we can be one step closer to reaching our goal of having a wonderful growth, vocal growth. Now, I know it says rapid vocal growth and all that stuff, but rapid, I know it means in an instant, but it also depends on rapid, the skill you are mastering. So if you practice one skill at a time, you will see improvement as little as 1 week. Try cleaning out your diet. 1 week. You will hear a difference. Warm up 1 week. 15 minutes a day. Or 10 to 15 minutes a day. Let me know how you guys feel. Just choose one of these 5 to start. Okay? All right, guys. Are there any questions? Yes? Alrighty. All right, guys. Before we end here, I would like to invite you guys to our newsletter, which you guys will get weekly updates on language learning. Because as I mentioned, I'm a vocal and language coach. Not only do I teach people how to speak in different languages, I also teach people how to sing in them as well. I also write blogs on language learning and singing. So definitely keep an eye out for that, because a new blog is coming next Monday. Yes, every second week of the month we get a new blog. Sorry, I'm also weird. No. And also, if you guys sign up for our newsletters, you get access to my new free book. Yes, I wrote a book. It's called Language Mastery Made Easy, Essential Language Hacks for Success. So go ahead, go to rositaruiz.com, sign up for our newsletter, download the book. Also, you guys will get weekly newsletters, updates, and more. And if you guys want to join our Discord community, and where I give out warm-ups, vocal techniques, little videos, and where you guys can, share the songs that you are learning or planning to perform. You guys will get feedback from me. And also, it's a supportive community. That's what's more important. We are a big fan bam. So for one-time $5 donation, which also helps support the channel, become a Patreon member. Yeah. All right, guys, that will conclude class for today. And until next time, I shall see you guys soon. Bye, everyone. Take care. Stay in the